Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Connery Rink for senior night for St. Mary's boys hockey. They'll announce the seniors. They'll be giving flowers and gifts to their parents. I think there are 4 of them, I believe. They're talking about the St. Mary's history and the games and how the seniors have helped with the success of this program over their 4 years. The first one introduced, Tad Giardina. I had the privilege of coaching his father in CYO basketball. He's there with the family. They'll have flowers, pictures taken. Tad missed the first part of the season. He's an outstanding defenseman. He was hurt, but he's back, and they're very thankful that he is back. He's a big part of this team. His father was a basketball player and a very good baseball player. His father played for the Babe Ruth team that went to the national tournament. Brady Bullock. Brady Ailes. Brady Ailes. When they said Brady, I automatically thought Brady Bullock. So that's 2 of the 4. Number 18 is Luke Bott. Nice to see him back. He's been out for a while. He was a big part of this St. Mary's hockey team for the last 4 years. He's been out for a while with an injury. All right. He's back, and that's a big plus for St. Mary's getting him back. Outstanding defenseman, and he's pretty good offensively as well. And I believe there's 1 more to go. Brady Bullock, hockey player, outstanding baseball player. He's one of the leading scorers for the St. Mary's team. St. Mary's 10-4-3, taking on Boston College High School 6-9-1. Those are the 4 seniors. So St. Mary's has a lot of talent coming back next year as well. They lose 4 very good players, but they have a lot of good players coming back, including their goaltender, Anthony Palmer. They take a picture of the group. I think what we'll have now is the national anthem, and then we'll get to playing hockey. Anthony Palmer will be in net for St. Mary's. Christian Gonzalez for BC High. And I thank very much the student managers for BC High over there on the bench. He may even be an assistant coach, but the lineup that they put down was the roster they passed out was horrific. It was all black. You couldn't read anything. And he graciously took it and wrote it out for me, because I never would have known who was doing anything for BC High. They'll drop the puck and we'll be underway. McGonigal and Fitzpatrick and Bullock are out there out front for St. Mary's. Broken up nicely by McGonigal. They drop it off, the shot. Trying to shuffle it home. Couldn't get the shot off. Tipped out to center ice. St. Mary's looking to change up quickly. Giardina knocks it away, and we got a whistle. I think the referee noticed that the back door behind the net was open. So the face-off will be to the right of Anthony Palmer. Driscoll tried to clear it. One's up on the near side. Back to the point. It got tipped, but tipped wide. Back to the point. They try to go back door. Fry tried to clear it. Hall is battling for it. BC High keeps it in. I guess they're the Eagles against the Spartans. Keeping it in. BC High trying to change up. Hall battling Fry in to try and help. Everybody stopped, like, if we stop, maybe we can get the puck out. But they didn't blow the whistle. Tip, Fry walking in. He got taken down. No call, they're letting him play. Shot goes wide, off the stick of Halloran. Out to center ice. Not only did the young men straighten out my roster, but they put it in numerical order. So it's easier for me to handle. Broken up and knocked back in. Trying to walk in, knocked away nicely by Chason defensively. Bouncing puck. Skated out and knocked into the zone by Thornton as St. Mary's will change up again. Winds up back in the St. Mary's zone. Excuse me. Throwing it in is Ailes. Nashon in checking. Racky is back at the blue line. They skated out looking for a break, trying to walk in. They lost it off the stick. They had a breakaway, and they couldn't cash in. I think it was Halloran walking in, and he was about to make the shot. Watt breaks it up, and it wound up going off his stick. Palmer held on. The faceoff would be to his left. Fitzpatrick won the draw. Long pass. It'll be icing. They were trying to send Joey Calder in, and he fired it. He got covered, and he reached for it. Just tipped off his stick. He couldn't control it, and it winds up with an icing call. And the faceoff will be to the right of Anthony Palmer. Calder with it. Tip off the stick of Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick battling. He winds up with the puck. Pass broken up. Fitzpatrick winds up with it again. Now Driscoll has it. Back door to Calder, lost it off his stick. BC High trying to throw it back in, threw it off the roof. A little extracurricular activity afterwards between Calder and O'Sullivan. Battling right in front of the St. Mary's bench. Bullock trying to knock it ahead. BC High takes it away. Dumped in the St. Mary's zone. Shot, glove, save, Palmer and a beauty of off to do it. The face off again to the right of Palmer. Palmer had to make the save. Skip pass. This will be icing again. They were looking to send Ailes in. They kept it in. It's been the St. Mary's end most of this period. If they get a new puck, they get knocked out of play. The face off again to the right of Palmer. Loose, everybody battling for it. Pumps behind the net. St. Mary's will skate it out. Dump in the zone. Racky looking for it. Battling for is DeLello. Leo. Tip into the zone. Out in front, there was nobody there. The only person there was Nashon. Flip back. Tipped around and finally winds up with Hilton. Throws it in the zone. BC High broken up, but they get it out to center ice. They get it back in the St. Mary's zone. Shot, a little nonchalant shot, wound up on net. Palmer had to make the save and hold on. A tough shot from beyond the left faceoff circle. Flipping it in was Matt Cox. To face off again to the right, Palmer. Back to the point, shot goes wide. Shot again, got tipped before it got to the net and went wide to the corner. Right by everybody, kept it at the point. BC putting a lot of pressure on St. Mary's in their end. Back to the point. Looking for a shot. Looking to go back door. Picked off. Skated away and knocked in the zone by Calder. Shot! Point blank range. Calder fought for it, got it out to Fry between the two faceoff circles. He ripped it, and Gonzalez had to make his first save. But forces him to the corner. Bullock lost it. Thrown in the zone by Giardina. Bought, had it. From down on the ice, Hall kept it alive. Bullock will track it down in his own end. Pass gets by everybody. BC High will get it in their own end, and they'll skate it out. Broken up, Bullock, collect. He was looking for Jacobson. Shot! Picking it off and walking in was Thornton. Gonzalez had to make another big-time save. Palmer made the big save and knocked it out over everything. So it wound up with Gonzalez making a tremendous save. And then the 2-on-1. And it was McClory with that rip. He was on Palmer's left side. Palmer got a piece and knocked it out of play. So the goaltender is keeping it 0-0 here in the first period. Palmer got his shoulder on that one and tipped it out of play off a blast from the point. Face off this time to the left of Palmer. Good sized crowd here tonight on senior night. And St. Mary's looks to get it out. Tip by Racky. Racky with it. Had it taken away, they clear it. Thrown back in by Michael Nerrick. Michael Nerrick is a story for the St. Mary's hockey team. He's played extremely well back on defense, been a big part of this winning season for St. Mary's. He's only an 8th grader. Member of the great Nerrick family. That's a name that people from Lynn will certainly recognize. Calder tried to tip it by, it got broken up. Bott will track it down. Trying to throw it in front. Blocked. Back to the point to keep it in. McGonigal skates it out, dumps it in the zone. BC High takes it right back. It doesn't stay in the BC High zone very long. Shot from a tough angle. Palmer just flashed the glove and caught it. And we'll get another face-off. 0-0 here at Connery Rink. Interleague boys hockey, St. Mary's taking on BC High. Hard to believe we're winding down the season. Shot never got to the net off a maze of plays. It skips past. St. Mary's gets there, trying to center it. BC High will skate it out. Great defense by Jaden Driscoll. Looked like they might walk in with that quick break, and Driscoll just forced them wide and then took it away. And we're going to whistle. Both teams will change up. The face-off will be to the right of Anthony Palmer. Shot went wide. Nerrick looking for Ailes. Out to center ice. They had to wait. Ailes dumps it in. It was... They blow the whistle, they're going to call a tripping on Ailes. I thought, McClory, I thought he just slipped and fell. But they're calling a trip. Ailes is going to the box. And just under 3 minutes left. BC High is going to get a man advantage. Fitzpatrick, Bullock, Giardina, and Bott are the penalty killers. Knocked away. They just kept it in. Shot tipped away. Out in front, tipped it away. Shot got blocked nicely by Giardina. Fitzpatrick skates it out. Bullock shifts it away. BC High right back at it. Skating through the middle. Palmer with the glove save. Unbelievable. And I mentioned what a great job they did putting the numbers and names in numerical order. They left out number 8. He made a tremendous shot right between the two face-off circles. And Palmer made a tremendous save. Palmer's had to work a little bit harder. than Gonzalez. Hall knocks it back after Fry knocked it down. They're the penalty killers. With Hilton and Driscoll. Back to the point. Shot, block. They keep it in. Trying to walk in, block. Tip, they try to stuff it home. Palmer held the post. St. Mary's clears it out. The penalty is up. That'll be icing. BC High all over the net. Palmer made a couple of outstanding saves. "31 seconds left in this first scoreless period on senior night here for St. Mary's. Face off to the left of Palmer. They clear it out. Gets tipped into the zone. St. Mary's got a headlock, got taken down. Merrick looking to keep it in. A break, 2-on-2. They left it, but couldn't complete it. Bullock with it right in front of the BC High bench as the horn sounds, and that'll end a scoreless first period. BC had the edge, especially during the power play. Palmer had to make a couple of big saves. Gonzalez made 2 big saves, one off Fry, another one off Calder. We started the game even. We've ended the first period even. St. Mary's nothing, BC High nothing at the end of one. They'll drop the puck and we'll be underway here in the second period in the scoreless battle between St. Mary's and BC High. Giardina gets it in the zone, it gets tapped back out. Fitzpatrick almost took it away and walked in. Shot goes wide off the stick of O'Sullivan. At the side of the net, Palmer will grab it and hold on. And we'll have a face-off to his right. Bullock trying to get control. Back to the point, shot blocked out in front. St. Mary's clears it away. Lead for Bullock walking in. He got grabbed from behind. He was looking for a penalty. They don't get it. They hooked him from behind as he was walking in alone. They almost caught BC High in a line change. Giardina with a hit and a half right at the blue line. He knocked the BC High defender down, and I can't give you his name because he wasn't on the roster. And now BC High turns around and reciprocates and knocks Fry down. Hall dumps it in the zone, and St. Mary's looking to change up. And that should be icing. Down in front. Face off to the right of Gonzalez. Shot. Ailes put it right on the net off the face-off, right at the top of the left face-off circle. Drilled it. Gonzalez made the save. Ailes keeps it in. Ailes and Jacobson battling. Hustling is hitting to keep it in. St. Mary's keeping it in. Out in front. Score! They kept it in the zone, right between the two face-off circles. Jacobson split it between the pads of Gonzalez, and St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead. Great job keeping the puck in. They threw it across to the middle. One timing it was Maddox Jacobson, and it squeezed right through the pads of Gonzalez. So St. Mary's breaks the ice. Tipped up. And we go offside. They dump it in the zone. Calder keeps it in. Fitzpatrick looking for it. McGonigal had it taken away, and he shot it back the other way. And offside. McClory did a little shake and bake before he got to the blue line, trying to go around the defender, and that caused the offside. Calder had it, knocked away. Bott looking to get there first. Winds up behind the net. Fitzpatrick trying to get rid of it. McGonigal pushed it out. Off the skate of Giardina. Blocked. Coming back. Shot. Went wide. Bounces by Calder. BC High throws it back in as they look to change up. They get knocked down as they trying to get on the bench. We got a penalty against BC High for taking the St. Mary's player down right in front of the bench. They were trying to make a change, and they wanted to get one last shot in. So St. Mary's will have a power play. They move Fitzpatrick back on the blue line with Hilton. Bullock up front. Pass saved by Gonzalez. Off the shot by Hilton. Looking to walk in, the shot blocked. Back to the point. Hilton going back door. Tip went over the net. We got a penalty coming up, I think, against BC High. They crunched Hall. into the backboard. St. Mary's going to have a two-man advantage for 1:29 seconds. He came from behind and nailed Hall and knocked him in. Shork will go to the box. St. Mary's has 3-on-2, 5-on-3, excuse me. Fry is back at the point with Fitzpatrick. Bullock with it. Takes the shot, missed the net. Just kept in, but BC High knocks it out. So St. Mary's has 5 frontline skaters, no defensive men out there. Hall is in. Fitzpatrick takes it over the line. Hesitates to set it up. Fry shot. Pad save. They couldn't get the stick on the rebound. It laid there momentarily. Gonzalez was able to take it away. Shot. Score! Oh, no, it went in. Everybody. Fitzpatrick thought he had it, too. The fans went wild. It looked like it went in, but it went over. Fitzpatrick got pushed behind the net. He wound up clearing it, and it went all the way. So they got one of their skaters back. So it's 5-on-4 now. And that's only for 25 seconds. They'll clear it. Palmer leaves it, and that's just about going to do it. So they had a possibility. 1:29, they had a two-man advantage. And now it's icing against St. Mary's, and that'll take care of the two-man advantage and then the one-man advantage. Penalty is just about up. Faceoff will be to the right of Anthony Palmer. I mentioned again, his father was a tremendous athlete at Winthrop High School. Outstanding football player, took his team to the Super Bowl, and was a very good hockey player. I believe he was a goaltender as well. Skating up ice was Nashon, and he lost the puck. And we got a whistle for a takedown, and now BC High is going to have a man advantage. Bullock and Fitzpatrick, Giardina and Bott will be the penalty killers. So BC High with a chance to get on the board and tie it up. Face off to the right of Palmer. They try to clear it, and they do. Off the boards toward the net. Palmer came out. He wound up on the ice, but nobody could get to the puck for BC High. They tried to clear it, and they threw it out of play. Palmer blocked it, came out. He was way out of the net. And when he was out of the net, the puck was open. Nobody could get to it. Face off to his right. Shot got tipped to the corner. Shot hit a couple of bodies out in front. St. Mary's clears it to the corner. They knock it all the way around. And we got a whistle. And I think BC High, is going out. So for a minute, it will be 4-on-4, and then St. Mary's will have a 1-minute power play. Just past the halfway mark of the second period, St. Mary's got on the board for a 1-0 lead. All looking for it, gets there first to Giardina. Bott winding up behind his own net. Broken up, they take it away. Shot deflected to the far corner by Palmer. St. Mary's clears it out. It's not going to make it for Icey. Tip behind the net. St. Mary's will get the skater back. Skips past back to the BC High end. It's 5-on-4 now as we got an offside. 52 seconds left on the man advantage. Dumping it in the zone. Tipped out. Fry got it to Fitzpatrick. Behind the back. St. Mary's has the power play. They try to go to Fry back door off his stick. And they'll dump it out. And that'll just about do it for the man advantage. They only had it for a minute. So we're back even, 5-on-5. Fry dumps it in the zone. McGonigal looking for it. Hall winds up with it. By everybody, St. Mary's is looking to change up. Dumped in behind the net. Driscoll with it. Bouncing puck, you hate to see that. You don't know where those are going to wind up. Pass picked off. Tip into the zone. McGonigal went head over heels over Hurley. Bodies go down off the hit by Thornton. Back to the point. Shot. Blocked. Blocked again. Tipped out. They separate the skater from the puck, but it winds up deep in the corner. And we got a whistle. St. Mary's, I think, is going out. You hit that man into the boards, they're going to call it every time for safety purposes. Face off to the right of Anthony Palmer. We've gone this far without mentioning Brendan Collier is the head guy for BC High. Mark Lee, long time coach, former player at St. Mary's. He's been one of the longest reigning coaches in the state. Year in, year out, he does a terrific job. Loose puck. Tipped, but they tipped it wide. They got a stick on it, but tipped it wide. Tipped again to the far side. And St. Mary's clears it out. That was a nice job by Bullock. Down on his knees, he cleared that away so that they could fire at the length of the ice. Back door, blocked, it never got to Palmer. Nerrick trying to clear it. Hall in to help. Battling for it, Nerrick in battling. They grabbed Nerrick's stick. He's now playing without a stick. Nerrick taking a few people down. He took one down in front to a nice cross body block behind the net. Blocked nicely. Good job by Chason. St. Mary's will clear it out. That'll just about do it for the man advantage. Good job by the penalty killers. Chiodina battling. Back at equal strength. Looking to walk in. Palmer made the save. Tipped out nicely by Rocky. Over the line. Block. St. Mary's takes it away and starts it back. Yeah, Leo. Backhand swept away by the defense out in front, and we got a whistle. I think the net got moved. Final minute and counting of the second period, 1-0 St. Mary's. Fitzpatrick took it away, ends up in the St. Mary's end. And this will be icing. So they'll bring it back. It'll be to the left of Anthony Palmer. I think they finally picked up Nerrick's stick to bring it over to the bench. Bott sends it around. It goes by everybody. It won't make it for icing. Broken up. They get it back. That might have hit the post. That might have hit the post. Hey, deflected. 13 seconds left. 13 seconds in the period. They hit the post, it floundered off, and then they threw it to the net and deflected it by Palmer. So a tough break for St. Mary's, giving up a goal. Joey Feinberg with the goal. With 13 ticks left in the period. That'll do it for the period. So St. Mary's scored on a pretty goal by Maddox Jacobson, but then a tough goal to give up. St. Mary's gave up the goal. The shot hit the post. It deflected over to the left face-off circle. They took the shot, and they got a stick on it, deflected it by Palmer as he was going down to make the save. And BC High gets a little momentum going in the locker room as they come back and tie it up. So again, we started the game even. We got a period left, and we're dead even again. St. Mary's 1, BC High 1 at the end of 2. They'll drop the puck and we're underway in the third period, dead even at 1. Tough goal for St. Mary's to give up with 13 seconds left. I thought it was Feinberg, but they gave it to Leon. Or Sheilak, Frank Sheilak. Jacobs' goal, the assist went to Brady Ailes, the senior, on senior night. But 13 seconds left, BC High scored, so now that gives them momentum coming out for this third period. McGonigal got blocked. Flipped back in by Bott as St. Mary's will look to change up quickly. Blocked, but it winds up in the St. Mary's end. Pass through the wickets. Icing is waved off. Driscoll keeps it in. Deflected to the far corner. Bullock took it away, but BC High gets it back. They dump it back in the zone. Thornton throws it back. BC High skates it in. Back to the point, off the stick. He would have been set up for a good shot, but he couldn't collect the pass. Shot tipped and went in. And I can't tell you who did it because they didn't put a number 2 on my sheet. A shot from the blue line, and you could see it. It got tipped right over the shoulder. I don't think Palmer ever saw it. It got tipped over the shoulder and just went under the top crossbar inside the post. So they left his name off the roster sheet when they made it out for me. So I can't tell you who scored the goal for BC High. We got a whistle. I don't know if it hit somebody on the bench, but we're going to have a face-off outside the BC High blue line. So a rocket from the blue line, looked like it went off a St. Mary's player out in front, right over the shoulder of Anthony Palmer. As I said, I don't know if he even saw it. Shot blocked. Skating it in. Shot blocked nicely. Thornton got a piece of the shot. Ailes throws it in the zone. Jacobson got bounced off the puck. BC High skates it out, picked off. Everybody trying to get control. BC High finally does. They throw it in. They're looking to change up. Kept in. Just a love tap from the blue line. Palmer had to make the save. And that was number 3, and they didn't put a number 3 on their roster either when they made it out. Giardina knocks it behind the net, Bott with it. Trying to come out from behind the net and can't. Knocked away. Bott knocks it away. They can't clear it. BC High keeping it in. Shot, pad saved by Palmer, and they knock it in. They're not going to give it to him because he got the stick over the head. The stick was 8 miles high. He chopped at it. And the face-off will be back in the BC High end. He hit that like he was swinging at a baseball over his head. Stick was way up in the air, which is illegal. It went in, they started to celebrate. But it's still 2-1. Tipped. Driscoll's shot goes wide. Driscoll took a hit and a half after the shot. A break. Looking to walk in. Driscoll did a nice job defensively. O'Sullivan trying to get around. Pad saved. Off the shot by O'Sullivan. Tip. Both bodies go down on both sides. Out to center ice. BC High trying to throw it back in. Driscoll knocks it ahead. Bullock looking for it. Kept in. Shot goes wide to the far corner. Tipped out. A break. BC High was changing up. They gave up on the shot. They could have taken a shot. Tipped away by Hall. Off the would-be pass. Bullock. They knock it home. It came out from behind the net. Sitting on the doorstep was BC High. And they just punched it in. It was Michael Tadewitz. BC High has got some breathing room now, leading at 3-1. It went behind the net. It got passed out in front, and just as it was out in front, sitting on the doorstep, was Tadewitz. And he just one-timed it and knocked it in. But BC High, that goal with 13 seconds gave them all the momentum in the world. They're putting all kinds of pressure on St. Mary's here in this third period. They picked off the pass, but they had to wait. And they got bodies going down everywhere. Watts over the line. Pushed to the far corner. Still with it. Trying to get it back to the point. Driscoll's shot never got to the net. Deflected off a body. We got a whistle. And we got a body down way over in the far corner, and St. Mary's player down. And we're going to get a penalty against BC High. I'm looking for Miss Gagnon, the trainer, to come out. Here she comes. He's up. Thank God he's up. Nick Thornton is the guy that got blasted into the boards. He'll be looked at by the athletic trainer, Nicole Gagnon, who does a great job. The face-off to the right of Gonzalez. St. Mary's, almost a must score here as BC High clears it out. Trailing 3-1. They got Fitzpatrick and Bullock back at the blue line. Picked off. They almost gave one away. Shot by Bullock goes wide. Hall kept it in. McGonigal is out there. Again, no defenseman. Head saved by Palmer. BC High putting the pressure on even when they're down a man. There was Sheliak. Bullock shot over the net. He had a little bit of net to shoot at. Fitzpatrick. They tried to go back door. They threw it behind Bullock. He had to throw it behind the net to Hall. Hall tried to get it out in front, blocked. Hall with it again. They put a bear hug on Hall. Shot blocked out in front. They clear it away, and that'll just about do it. So St. Mary's hasn't been able to cash in at all on power plays. They threw it behind. Hilton went down. They almost gave it away. Just over the net on that shot by O'Sullivan. Driscoll throws it in the zone. BC High throws it right back out. They tip it, icing is waved off, they get there first. Bodies go down in the corner on both sides. Thrown in the zone by Jacobson as St. Mary's looking to change up. Mackey lost it right on the stick of Nation. BC High gets it back. They knock it out. Thrown back in the zone by Chason, and it went out of play. Wound up on the BC High bench. The faceoff will be outside the BC High blue line. And one of the officials over talking to Mark Lee. Just over 5 minutes left in the game. BC High has come on strong after St. Mary's took a 1-0 lead. BC High has scored 3 in a row. 2 of them coming here in the third period. BC High takes it away. Chason with a rush, gets it in the zone. BC High throws it out. Now they take it away. And it's offside. This is Tadeusz grabbed the puck. He reached over the blue line. There were 2 gold jerseys inside the zone. Well, the faceoff will be outside the St. Mary's blue line. Back in the zone. It's been the St. Mary's end quite a bit. Shot got deflected high over everything, out of play. Over the glass into the netting. The clock is now the enemy of St. Mary's, trailing by 2 goals. Bott broken. Giordina looking for it along with Bott. Racky trying to get it. Back to the point, can't get the shot off, walking in now. Still can't, they force him down deep. Throws it across, they got picked off by Racky. Broken up by BC High. And they get the pass across. Looking to walk in. Nice defense by Bott, forcing him to the corner. Couldn't get the shot off. Trying to stuff it home, bodies go down, all kinds of bodies going down. And we got extracurricular activity, and now they're going to get BC High the last one. He took a poke. I don't know if they're going to get both of them. They were banging, they were looking at each other, and the BC High player took the last shot. Half a punch. So I think St. Mary's might have a power play here. .329 left in the hockey game. BC has come on to score. The big goal was the 13 seconds left in the second period, tied the game up, gave them a lot of momentum going into the locker room, and kind of took the momentum away from St. Mary's. They came out and they scored 2 goals here in the third period. One a blast from the blue line that got tipped off of St. Mary's stick over the shoulder of Anthony Palmer. And then off a jam in front, Tadeusz gave them a little bit of breathing room, knocking it home. They're over talking to the BC High coach. Mark Lee wants an explanation. It was Giordina and Tadeusz going at it. And as they broke it up, Tadeusz reached back and threw like a half slap, half punch at Giordina, and that brought the whistle. I don't know what kind of penalty they called. They had a long discussion. We have a timeout talking about it on both sides. As I mentioned, the clock is now the enemy. BC High has more or less dominated the game. They put Palmer in tough situations. He's had a lot more saves than Gonzalez has had in net for BC High. He's had to make some big saves. And they've kept the puck in the St. Mary's end quite a bit. They haven't put anything up on the board yet as far as the penalty. I know it's 5-on-4. So I don't know how long the penalty will be, but again, a must situation for St. Mary's. They have to score here. McGonigal will look for the draw. They put Fitzpatrick and Bullock, two of their big scorers, back at the blue line. Fitzpatrick just keeps it in. It's a 2-minute penalty, just put it up. Fitzpatrick takes the shot. Gonzalez made the save, the puck is loose, everybody trying to get it. And a little extracurricular activity afterwards. Gonzalez made the save with his stick. It popped out in front. He was trying to grab it. Everybody trying to get a piece of it. BC High trying to clear it. St. Mary's trying to knock it in. Nice job by Fitzpatrick to keep it in. The shot goes off Gonzalez. Fitzpatrick keeps it in again. Down the corner with Hilton. Trying to get it out in front. St. Mary's comes away with it. Back door, the shot, they fanned on it. And BC High knocks it up over the glass, out of play. And the faceoff will be to the right of Christian Gonzalez again. He hasn't had to make many, but he's made some good ones. Bullock shot got blocked. He gets it back, gets it to Fitzpatrick. The blast missed the net. BC High will clear it out. St. Mary's is not taking advantage of man advantage. They had one where they had 5-on-3. Icing against St. Mary's, they didn't get to the red line. 26 seconds left on the man advantage. To the left of Palmer. It winds up at center ice, they throw it back in. Penalty is up. They got their 5th skater back. Well, St. Mary's not able to take advantage. We'll see if they bother to pull Anthony Palmer. Can't do it now with the puck in the St. Mary's end. We're in the final minute, and we're going to whistle. We got another long discussion over the penalty box. BC High is going back in the box, but it's meaningless right now with 48 ticks left on the clock. And BC High leading it by 2. And actually it's offsetting. I just noticed St. Mary's in the box as well. So it's 5-on-5. I wonder why they were having the face-off to the left of Palmer. 48 ticks before BC High can officially celebrate. So senior night is not going to be a big night for St. Mary's. And they bang it in. Matt Cox picked the puck off, sitting between the two face-off circles, down deep. Just rifle the shot over the shoulder of Palmer. And they make it 4-1. Icing on the cake for BC High. They're going to pick up their 7th win. They're going to go to 7-9-1. St. Mary's is going to go to 10-5-3. St. Mary's doesn't have any more home games. I don't know if they have any more away games. I thought they played 20 offside. 23 ticks left. So St. Mary's get on the board first. Maddox Jacobson helped out on the assist by Brad Ailes on senior night. The senior get an assist and made it 1-0. And then the backbreaker. Frank Chiliak got a rebound off a shot, knocked it home with 13 seconds left in the period, a back-breaking goal that made it 1-1. That gave BC High the momentum. They come out and they scored 3 goals in the third period. St. Mary's comes up empty. They had 4 or 5 power play opportunities. One of them was 5-on-3, and they couldn't cash in. That 1-0 blown away with that goal with 13 seconds left. 3 goals in the third period by BC High, and that's where we ended. 4-1 BC High over St. Mary's. As we mentioned, St. Mary's will go to 10-5-3. BC High will go to 7-9-1. They got a chance to go to 500 and make it to the tournament. St. Mary's is in the tournament, but they're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit because they're going to face some very good teams in the tournament as well. Anthony Palmer, outstanding in net, just had too much pucks thrown at him. He couldn't make them all. Gonzalez didn't have as much. He made a couple of big saves, but didn't have to work as hard as Palmer, as BC High kept it in the St. Mary's end most of the game, and that made the difference. And a 3-goal third period breaks a 1-1 tie and gives BC High the 4-1 win over St. Mary's. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.